Welcome back to Factorio. Thank you for joining me. And when last we left, we just set up electricity. We just started, did our first little piece of automation, which is running this coal along this belt to these inserters to insert the coal into these boilers. Um, and that gives us electricity. Oh, I've never explained why I needed 14 boilers and 10 steam engines. So, um, this game, if you look at each individual thing, you see to make stuff takes materials and time. So you see that to make two transport belts takes one iron plate, one iron gear wheel, and a half second. Also, it is very nice in this game that when you go to craft something, if you don't have the intermediate components, they automatically get queued up for crafting. You don't have to be like, okay, now I have to go manually make gear wheels, then I can come back and manually make transport belts. Just all goes. So, boilers, probably easier to do it from this screen. Yeah, boilers, heat fluids, and steam engines consume hot fluid to create energy, right? So if you look at a steam engine, if you just look at the mouse over to the right there, you can see the water level is full. All right, and it holds about 10 units of water. But the temperature has to be at 100 degrees Celsius is where it's at its most efficient. And you see boiler, again, each one of these holds about 10 water and raises the temperature to 100 degrees Celsius. Now that temperature drops a little bit as you go on, and the performance will go down a little bit, but you can get out of show these. You see the inserters. This is the side they grab from the arrows where they put things. And the reason for that right now is electricity is not being used, so that's why these boilers aren't going. But when everything's going full blast, it takes about 14 boilers to provide 10 steam engines with 100 degrees Celsius water. I think you can get away with 13, and like the last boiler will get like 98 degree temperature water, which is still fine, but just slightly less efficient. If you want 100% efficiency out of your steam engines, you need 14 boilers total. And one pump feeding them. One pump is more than enough. So that's what's going on, and that's why we did that. There's some other important ratios. Let me grab some coal since it's not being utilized right here. I'm gonna convert this to electric miners right away. And I'm going to do the same with iron, and we're just going to say goodbye to the burner to the burner mining drills because they're just not as good. So we're just going to build all of those that we can. We're also going to build 4 more belts. That's fine. 4 more belts is fine. So yeah, these ran out of fuel. Who cares? Get rid of them. So these drills do take a little more to craft by hand. Again, totally fine. We're just going to use that time to continue to uncover this patch of iron and also grab some more copper. Right there. And we should make some more power poles as well. Power poles start off very very tiny. We have much better power poles later, thankfully. Alright. We have enough drills. We can just pull this up. Get this out of here. There we go. Okay, so now these drills, the way I'm going to line them up is over the edge of the deposit. Anything within their is it in their little square that they'll pull up? Oh yeah, I always thought it was within the metal lines there, but no, I guess it is within um, that functionality square. Okay, so we'll put this right here, and generally you just put them side by side as you go. Put one on the other side. Oops. And the reason for that is, we'll just run our belt along. You see the output there. The reason we go on both sides is you can see the coal is only on one half of the belt here. The belts have two sides. One square of belt can hold 8 items, 4 on each side. Then we're just going to make sure all of these get powered. Oops. Oop, not what I wanted. Give me that back. There we go. Just run the power straight up this way. Boom. So this is what I was saying about before. Can't run between things. But no, I can get past it. All right, and now these drills should be drilling for us. There they go. And look at all that copper. Copper? Coal. Look at all this coal coming straight down the line. All right, the other thing I want to do is I want to replace those burner inserters. I'm not a big fan of burner inserters. I like the regular inserters a lot better, even though they do use electricity. Oh, wait, we're going this way. More coal. So, all right. Now that we have a good coal line running, how many inserters do we need? I think we need at least 10. Yeah, oh, we need exactly 10. So now this coal is stacking up right here. There's something else we want to do before we move on with anything else, and that's make 1 science lab and 10 science. I'm going to make 10 science manually, and oh, I should have grabbed some coal while I was over here. All the things over there are missing coal. Just grab a whole bunch right off the belt. Just run down the belt and grab it all. There we go. That's more than enough coal. There you go. Have all the coal. You know what? Here, just have all the coal. There we go. Alright, science is going to take a little while to make. But once we have that, we can get our first bit of research done. And it's a very important bit of research. And I'll explain why once we get it going here. Actually, we can start right now. So this requires power. We're just going to put it right there because it doesn't matter where we put it at the moment. It's all a lot of these things are temporary. And here we see our research tree. And if you just thought to yourself, oh shit, I'm out. This is too much. It is a lot. But you can only research one thing at a time. You only get one thing at a time. So bear with it. Like I'm here with you to help you on the journey. So as you can see here, this is the first thing we're going to research is automation. And you see the cost of it. It costs 10 science pack 1s, or red science as it's referred to. And it takes 10 seconds per red science that you put in. We get out of it assembly machine 1 and a long-handled inserter. The assembly machine 1 is that very important thing I was talking about. So let's select that as our research. Let's take our 10 science packs, and just like coal, they're the fuel for the science lab. And this is just going to crack away, making science happen. So again, while that's going, we'll just continue to uncover this patch of ore, of iron ore. We are going to want this whole thing. Do we encounter any more iron when we were out there? Way up here. And a little bit down here, it looks like. That's fine. Oh, wait, there's some right there, too. Good. Good, 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 good. Like I said, iron and copper are the basis for everything that we're going to be doing, so it's good to have a lot of that available. Here, just take some wood for now. And oh no, these stack up to 100. Okay, great. This thing. Oh no, it's right. It's a box. It's gonna keep going forever. Oh yeah, you see how much room the box has compared to like our inventory, things like that. All right, we finished those inserters. Let's just replace those. What's great is if you hold down the button to place things and walk, it will drop them down as you go. So there we are. Okay, great. Automation is done. The next thing we want is logistics. Logistics is going to help us direct all of the things we're making a lot better and a lot faster. It gives us underground belts, fast inserters, and a belt splitter. Belt splitters and underground belts are fantastic, and we need them. But for now, rather than just manually making this red science, which is fine, but a bit of a pain in the butt, we now have a machine that'll make it for us. See, the assembling machine 1 will craft items that requires 2 ingredients, up to 2 ingredients. So we're going to make another science lab. We're going to make a bunch of those guys, and then we're going to make a whole crap load more belt. And we will set up our temporary science station. We're going to need to take out some more of these trees because we do need copper and we do need iron. That is one thing I do hope that they add, because the thing a lot of people complain about is early tree removal can just slow your early game progress so very much. People jokingly ask for a chainsaw, like an early chainsaw you can make with iron, equip in your hand that doesn't help you get anything except destroy trees. So I would not be opposed. Okay. More of this, please. And more belts. Alright, I think this should be fine. We can just have the belt turn. I want to get rid of some of these stray trees. There we go. Okay. So we also need more of these. Yeah, these guys are pretty much done. We're not gonna need these anymore. So I'll just pick them up and get their coal. Wonderful. how many miners do we have? You know, build that last one too. It's going to continue to free this iron patch from its foliage-based imprisonment. There we go. All right, we need space across here as well. All right, good. So just like down at the coal patch, we're going to take our mining drills and put them to work. What, the belt's coming out this way? Yeah, I'm just trying to line up where I want things for right now. We're not gonna, this isn't, again, not going to be a permanent installation. Oh no, I was in the way. It's like, it wouldn't let me put it because there's something in the way, but that thing in the way was me. Okay. I'm going to run this all the way over to here. I wonder... No, this is fine for now. And we're going to take the power. I'm going to run the power all the way over here. Oh, no, wait. This isn't what I wanted. Stop. I forgot a step. I do need that, but we need... You know what? We're going to do this. We're going to do this a different way. Give me all these belts. Give them back. We need plates. We don't need ore. I was about to run ore over here. Okay. Give me all that stuff. And give me this too. Yeah, we have 5 assembly machines. Perfect, okay. So I'm gonna have the belt run this way, which means this has got to get out of here, and this has got to get out of here. Move these trees just so I can see what I am doing. All right, now let's make a decision here. I think we're going to decide on right there, and that decision is where will our smelting project begin. And I want to build, I think right here is where we want to start smelting things. So dig out some trees. We're going to start smelting, we're going to automate the smelting of our iron plates. So for that, we need a little path through these trees. It does take some time to dig out, unfortunately. As I said, trees, big pain in the butt in the early game. It gets better later, I promise. We'll have better ways of handling trees. But for right now, I need to get them out of the way. And we need more stone. Ooh. So, take all that copper. Give me all that stone. That's too much stone. But we're just gonna... 60? Yes, 60. No, 65. We're just gonna make a whole crap load of stone furnaces. And right now I'm just kind of making room for belts to come through. In the future, we will cause a Treemageddon. We will destroy all these trees in our way in a very efficient fashion. But for now, we're stuck chopping them one at a time. right, this should be wide enough. Okay, great. So, while I'm doing this, I'm going to build a whole bunch of inserters. So we'll get far enough away from the stone. Yeah, I think this will work out just fine. Doing it right here. So we're gonna get a belt as a limiting guide here. This is going to be the limit on one side of where our excuse me, of where our ore comes in. All right. So then, oop, those guys are the wrong way. It's all right. We can give them a little spin. Then we're going to take 2 furnaces. Boop, boop. All right. And this is where, this is what's going to take the ore. And then, oops. And then 2 hiccups again, excuse me. 2 inserters here. We'll put the ore on this belt. And now belts have 2 sides. Let's make sure we take advantage of that by doing the exact same thing on the other side here. And this is going to be the basis for our smelting project. In the meantime, however, this goes a lot faster with splitters, so I'm just going to make 20 science out of iron plates. And we're going to get splitters done, and then there we go. 10, 20. And we do have to run electricity, so we're going to need a crap load of these little power poles. And I'm stuck on a tree. That's right, uses up some of the wood in our inventory. Aha, I thought there was a tree there. Yeah, I decided to make it a little bit wider. There we go. Oh, waiting for these things to craft. The way we're going to power this is you can do, I believe, right there and right there. And right there and right there. So we can do 2 furnaces, and then a power pole. And on down the row like that, and it'll make sure that all of these inserters get powered. And should be good. All right, let's run the power poles first. If I can just run them right up this way. What are we doing? Get down there. There we go. Okay, so now we got power all the way over on the other side. This is out of fuel. That's fine. What we want now is coal. We need a belt of coal. That's going to be the belt that runs right alongside there. Let's do 2 for now. They're going to need power. That's what we got these here for. Okay. And since we have power going all throughout here, I'm just going to plunk these 2 science stations down right here. And we're going to do half and all. And that should... Oh, wait. We need 20, don't we? Yeah, we do. But because they're each chugging on a science, the research will go a little bit faster. All right, let's head back down here and make sure we have enough room for what we want to do. I think we do. We want to run the coal this way. Oop. Yeah, that's fine. That way is fine. And then we're going to run the copper this way, and then this one will be the iron. Yeah, let's move this. Let's move, yeah. Come back here, belt. Okay. So we got the coal, the copper, and the iron. Make a lot more belts for the moment. All right, we'll just run this up. Probably gonna run out of belt. Yep, we did. And that's one of the first things we're going to automate the production of is belts. Because we're going to go through so much conveyor belt. You have no idea. All right, so now we got the coal coming down. Up next is the iron. We're going to run the iron. Oh, no, wait. We'll run the iron here. Just pick all this belt back up so we can reuse it. We want to reuse as much stuff as possible. Got to get a little better at placing it down, though. Don't have to waste as much time picking it back up. All right. So come over to here, pull that, pull that. Great. Hey, we did it. Automation 2. We can now make undergrounds and splitters. So we're going to... up here you see we've already unlocked our next step that requires Science Pack 2. We're not going to do that for a little bit. So right now we're going to probably want to get steel next, or automation, or electronics. Probably electronics. We'll start with that, but again, we're not going to be able to research it just yet. I do want some splitters. So we'll just pull all this ore over. We've run out of belts. Excuse me. And we're just going to keep making that belt. Keep pulling the iron plates. Oh yeah, these splitters are going to take a little while, unfortunately. I've really been using too much copper. I keep feeding that guy for now. All right. Oh no, I didn't set the timer. Oh, we're just about out of time. All right, so let's I'll show what we're going to do here. There we go. We got it all the way down. Run on belts, you move a little faster. Nice little feature. All right, so here we're going to take 2 splitters. Okay? And actually, I think we can put these up one more. Right? Because what we want is this and this. Yes. Actually, we need undergrounds as well. Build me those. Then we take another splitter. And one go this way. Excellent. And one go this way. Excellent. And we're going to take the underground. The way underground belts work is they connect. You see where they connect there. So this is going to take stuff from there to there. And then you can always switch it around if you want. But there has to be an in and out that always come in pairs. So we're going to do this and this. And we're going to get rid of this and go here. And then going to get rid of this. You know what? We can't. We need a little more space to run the copper. That's fine. We can just move all this down one. I forgot I needed 2 spaces between each line. So let's let's clean this up. And then, like I said, we're over time a little bit, but we're just want to get this going, and we'll end the episode. So we want 1, 2 spaces. Oops. Boom. 1, 2 spaces. And boom. And that's going to be fine because we take the splitter right here. Boom. And we take the belt right here. And then we take this guy this way. And this guy this way is going to be copper. Eventually. But in the meantime... Oh no, I need another underground, don't I? Oh, you know what? We'll get some copper going while we're waiting. So yeah, what you can see what the splitter does is when something gets here, it'll put the first one will go this way, the second one this way, and just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It perfectly splits in half your line of stuff. So let's grab all these iron plates that we got going. Looking real good. We'll make some more undergrounds. And where those undergrounds go, perfect. It's great that you can just have an underground feed into another underground, and there we go. So now, because we're putting we have these splitters opposite each other, they're going to go half and half on the belt. So these arms will grab both the coal and the iron, and bam, we're making plates. We're making plates way faster and automatically. We don't have to manually empty these. They'll just go onto the belt, and we're going to extend this all the way down. We're going to also include the same thing for copper, but it's going to be down this way a bit more because we're going to want 4 of these for iron and then 4 of these for copper. So I hope you're enjoying Factorio. As you can see, hopefully you can see how things are going to start to progress, how it's going to pick up speed as we go along. And I hope you enjoy taking this journey with me all the way to launching the rocket. So if you are having a good time, I do encourage you to subscribe. And I'll see you on the next episode of Factorio.